Why would I feel restless?
I don't know. She said,
What are you trying to say, Aaron? I'm restless? I'm not restless, you're restless. I'm restful.
Are you?
I'm full of rest. Full of repose. I'm full of remorse. I'm full of other R words. I don't know, I just got invited to go eat some meat.
This is Alex.
I'm Alex.
And we're here to have a really nice time together.
Oh, you're seeing the real Aaron. She puts on a show.
Look at how perfectly placed that dummy is. That dummy has scared me so many times.
Yeah, the dummy is great. Listen, whenever I decide to use it on the show for something, it's going to be funny. But just the sheer fact that it's fun to place in front of doors that people are about to come out of, very funny.
It is. It spooked me a few times.
It's a great bit. Everyone loves a good getting spooked by something very close to them when they're leaving an area they trust.
Yes. It's
especially
so
the bathroom.
Oh,
You just, I'm still thinking about that sweet dump I just took. Bam, walks out of the bathroom. Dummy time.
The thing is heavy.
Yeah.
The thing is super heavy. I think because it's more top heavy.
You don't want to have your way with something that's that light. You want it to have some substance.
Are you gonna take it home tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've tried to cut a hole in it. It doesn't
work.
It's gonna crack.
Be kind of uncomfortable, I guess, because it's all like it's hard plastic.
You don't know how I like my women. Why do you think I moved to Hollywood?
She's a lot of lube. Hard things. What are you doing tonight?
Me? I was invited to gonna go eat some meat at one of my friend's house.
Korean barbecue?
No, just meat.
Oh,
he lives with a bunch of Koreans.
Are they grilling?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds good. What kind of meat? Like brisket
I don't know.
and stuff?
No, probably just grill stuff.
A lot of different things?
It's right in North Hollywood.
Sounds awesome.
You're invited if you want to eat some meat.
So sweet.
It's a rooftop.
Oh, I love. Is it that one place that has like the pool on the top too?
No.
Is it right in the Arts District?
No.
I've been there so many times for like grill outs and stuff like that.
Grill outs.
Grill outs, cookouts, so they call them barbecues.
That's what I say to those women. I say, get those grills out.
Get those grills out, girl. I want to see your teeth shiny.
What?
Shiny. I mean, some people like their teeth shiny and white. Some people like their teeth shiny and gold.
I said teeth
I want your
shiny.
teeth shiny, girl.
Some shiny teeth.
I think these, I'm on antibiotics.
Okay.
And I think they're making me like
cool. Hey, share with the class.
I fucking hate taking antibiotics.
Because they're suppositories?
I hate it. No, but I wish, because I'm having a hard time pooping. I do.
This is the real conversation people want to hear.
I know.
There's solutions for that.
But it was weird because when I got prescribed them, that said like
eat some Thai food.
I did. I'm serious. I have some in my fridge.
I need a spicy tandoori.
Have you ever had? On the bottle of the probiotic it says, or I should get probiotics. The antibiotic.
That Metamucil sweet and sour.
My dad totally has Metamucil. I grew up like at night he would always just, what's that orange stuff, Dad? It's Metamucil.
That's a live stream. Why are we not live streaming? Why are we periscoping Aaron's laxative
It's
experiment?
so awful.
I
know, laxative. But it said like risk of diarrhea, like multiple times and even on the bottle.
A neon sign on the
like,
bottle. Like, that's not good.
Excessive diarrhea, call your doctor, but this may give you diarrhea. Nice. Diarrhea.
I like diarrhea when you're driving in your Chevy and you feel something heavy. Diarrhea.
Where did that come
Diarrhea.
from? Did people just make up that too?
When you're sliding into first and your pants begin to burst. Diarrhea.
I haven't heard that one. I just heard
diarrhea. There's one for every base. When you're sliding into third and you feel a juicy turd. Diarrhea.
What's first base?
When you're sliding into first and your pants begin to burst.
What's second?
When you're sliding into second and you're taking a second in your pants, a big old deuce. Diarrhea. There's really nothing that rhymes with second.
If you're sliding in the second and you're feeling seventh heaven, I don't know.
Nope. No.
I had to take a whack at it.
Yeah.
I tried.
When you're sliding into home and your stomach starts to groan.
That's
diarrhea.
good. That's good.
When you're climbing up a ladder and you feel something splatter.
Diarrhea. Yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah, you're like, diarrhea. Yeah, I've had that.
Diarrhea. Another one.
Anyone else have any good ones from their childhood?
In the second.
No, I only had the Chevy one.
That's it?
That's the only one I remember.
Joe, you got any good diarrheas?
When you're sliding in a second, you're having sloppy seconds. No, wait, that doesn't work. Nope. Second twice.
That's second twice, and it's about having sex. It's not about pooping.
Yeah, I know.
Second. Hell yeah.
I can't figure this one out.
Listen, if anyone's watching this, go into the Twitch chat. It's up right here. Somebody finish the diarrhea for second, because there's got to be one for every base.
Yeah.
First, third, home. I think second is one of those words where there's no actual.
I don't think there's a rhyme.
There's near rhymes, but there's no actual rhymes.
Right,
It's like engine or silver.
I didn't know that those words were.
Yes. Second. I'm gonna look at.
When you,
When you're sliding into second and your poop begins to beckon.
That's good.
Diarrhea.
I don't even know what beckon means.
Diarrhea.
Beckon, that means like, think of the Starbucks siren. She's beckoning you to get coffee.
Yeah.
She's saying, come in.
You ever see the original Starbucks logo? Mm-hmm. She's holding her legs up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's really.
Because the pirates used to see that in the ocean.
And they're like, oh, I want to have sex with that that weird double-tailed
thing.
that thing.
Yeah, she's a siren.
It's like you always think about like there's nothing sexy about a mermaid. I mean there are because she's got a female top, but she got a fish bottom.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. I wonder why pirates like mermaids. Why mermaids?
Well, because they were with a bunch of dudes on a ship, and it was the closest thing to resembling. Man, you don't even let them near a dolphin. Gross.
Yeah.
But anything close to a woman.
It'll get.
No good diarrheas. Anyone?
Nope. Second diet. When you find it in the second, you're happen. I don't know. I can't.
Diarrhea.
When you feel that something happened.
Diarrhea.
That's hard. I can't do it.
When you're sitting
Silver.
in class and your ass begins to blast.
That's good.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea.
We're still talking about
You're up
diarrhea.
next. Do it.
What?
You're up next. Do it.
When you're feeling hot and bothered and you're slick as something sour. Diarrhea.
You start with you being horny, which doesn't make any sense.
Well, sometimes people could go
When
and
are people-
do that, and then they're like, "Oh, I can't. I got diarrhea." I'm sure it's happened many times. When you're speeding down the highway and you're wiping your slick hiney, diarrhea. I like that
Okay,
one.
so I think I won at the diarrhea.
I tried. I
sign-off.
didn't know. I don't think there's a competition. I think we're just collaborating on diarrhea.
When you're
tunes.
sitting on the couch and
You're having a bit of a slouch.
when you're sitting on the
backing.
couch and your pants have a
Ouch.
Oh, my pants had an ouch. I was gonna say pouch.
Oh yeah. Well.
When you have a soupy pouch.
Yes.
Does that make-
Yes. When you sit on the couch. And
Oh,
you got
I got a soupy pouch.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Have you ever pooped your pants? Have you ever crapped your pants?
have we never talked about this? I've told the
think
story
so.
so many times. I was like 5 or 6 and I was in like Cub Scout camp.
Yes.
Yeah. I told you this story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
And I-
Tell it anyway. Tell it again.
I had to poop, and like they made you poop in these latrines, which were just holes in the ground, glorified holes in the ground. I didn't want to poop in that because they scared me and smelled bad. So I tried to find
Like a hole they would dig?
It's like an outhouse, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
But it was like just a hole in the ground, and you'd go, and there's a little seat, and you'd poop into the hole. And I didn't like that there was a bunch of other people's poop down there. So I was like, I'm gonna find I know the counselors have a full bathroom. So I'm just gonna go find the counselor's cabin and go take a diarrhea. Diarrhea. So I went, and I just got to the point where I couldn't find it. I got lost on the trail, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go poop on the lake. Like, I'm gonna poop in the lake. I'm gonna go in the lake and poop.
I literally just had a conversation about things pooping in lakes and how you never do this. I had this conversation
What?
yesterday. Yeah.
So I thought I'd drop a
If you
log in the
poop
lake.
In the lake? Oh, God.
No, I didn't. But
Okay.
I was like, well, first of all, I'm glad I didn't because I would go,
land.
I would go like into the water and then I'd poop and I'd have to shoo it away from me. There'd be a poop snake hanging out around me. Like, how do you get away from it? You'd have to either shoot it with such velocity
Plus,
that it fires
why
backwards.
would you open your hole in a body of water that has bacteria in it?
I think ultimately I didn't want to poop in the waiting lake. I was gonna poop over the side of the lake,
Oh, like off
like
the
a big
dock?
toilet.
Yeah, okay.
But then the Girl Scouts were already out paddling in
Mm-hmm.
their canoes. They're already canoeing. So I wasn't about to be.
During the day?
I wasn't about to be. It was in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't about to be pointed at while trying to take a
How
dump.
old were you?
5
Okay.
or 6. So I was like, fuck. What am I gonna do now? There's nowhere I can poop. So I just pulled over on the trail and tried to take a dump. And as I did that, there was an old man walking his dog, and they approached me because I was just like a child on a trail, and the dog came up and like started sniffing me, and I was like taking a dump.
In mid poo?
Yeah, so I stood up
wow.
real fast, and I continued shitting in my pants.
Oh, that's
And I remember it's a
awful.
repressed memory. I went back, and my mom was like, she was already up when I got back. Because it was like a camp for like a camp for moms or for dads and their sons. So yeah, for dads and their sons.
Hi.
But my dad worked 7 days a week, so my mom went with me. She was the only mom there. My mom was like, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna go canoeing or archery or something. Come on, get out of your PJs, let's go." And I was like,
Oh no.
and I think ultimately I could change, and there's obviously I shit my pants, and she was just like,
That's
and
when
then
you just
from that point
take care
on,
of it.
memories erased, repressed from that point. I remember nothing.
There's always some time like that in our lives where something happens or it's so embarrassing. Like, I can never remember that. I can never remember it. Did you put it away for a while? And did you?
I think my mom was like, "Oh, you shit your pants, great."
Yeah,
It was
moms
at an
don't
age
really
where like
care
I
about that.
shouldn't have shit my pants. Like I've
Right.
been using the toilet for a couple of years, like I shouldn't
Right.
have done it, but she was like, "Yeah, right."
Like it happens. It happens.
Yeah. Like if I was 16, she would have
Sharp,
probably
yeah.
made more of a fuss than when I was 6.
Yeah. So we're like, what are you doing? Why would you
See,
cry?
I feel like the worst age to shit is like between like 8
I was
and
gonna
12.
say, yeah. I
And then
agree.
like once you hit a teenager, like if I had a child, God forbid, and like my 17-year-old was like, I just shit my pants, I'd be like, I'm just gonna assume the best. Like
yeah, I'm just
assume-
gonna assume that didn't even happen. that
Yeah,
you're
just
gonna be
probably some weird,
straight
whatever.
A
Get out of
student,
here.
you're gonna get a
stop,
real
stop
job.
doing drugs.
Yeah. Like,
Sometimes. When's the last time you shit your pants, Myron?
I sharted like a couple years ago. That was pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Myron sharted a couple years ago.
sharding
Pretty
is funny.
I think it's hilarious.
I had a friend who we were.
When you're by yourself though, you can't be with people. He's like,
Oh, that's awful.
You know, I
can't
know
imagine
it's
that.
bad because when I was 13, I was going to this bar mitzvah, and one of my friends was supposed to show up, and it was like this girl who was my neighbor, so I was invited, and the only other guy I knew at this bar mitzvah was going to be this other guy who was one of my friends, and like I didn't know anyone else there, and he never showed up. Like an hour in, I'm like, fuck, where's Mike? He's supposed to be here. He's my only contact. Other than that, it's just all her weird Jewish friends. And then he showed up like an hour late. I'm like, dude, where were you? He's like, I shit my pants. And he was like 13. I was like, what? He's like, actually, the worst thing is, I didn't even shit my pants. I shit my room. And I was like, what? He's like,
What?
he was standing up. He apparently he was getting dressed in his formal khakis he was going to wear to this bar mitzvah. And yeah, he just shit standing up in the middle of his room.
Oh, that's awful. I think the closest thing I've ever gotten to that was like I would leave candy, like I would leave chocolate in my pockets a lot, and I'd forget about it, and then it would get warm, and then it would melt, and I'd reach my hand in my pocket, and there's just chocolate.
There was a
Hated
girl.
that. I did that a lot.
Was anyone ever like, Aaron pooped?
I would always be scared. No, I was afraid. I was like, I can't show anybody this chocolate in my pocket, and they get shit for whatever reason.
It's one of my front
never
dumps.
happened.
There was a girl.
Front dumps.
There was a girl in my high school. I think it was my senior year of high school, and in gym class, apparently she had a shit streak. But it was like in a weird spot. It wasn't like in her ass. It was like up the side of her leg.
Weird.
And she was like, oh, but it's still suspect. She was like, oh man, oh, I must have got some dog shit on my shoes or something. Like she's like, oh, I thought I stepped in dog poop earlier today in front of the school. And then everyone was like, okay. And then second period, she changed out of her gym clothes. She had shit on those pants too. So suspect.
Yeah.
Suspect amount of shit on
For
this woman.
sure.
2 periods apart with different clothes.
That's gross. But like somebody's got to step in and be like, yo, you've got to change. You need to clean yourself. Like there are bathrooms here. You are
After-
welcome to use them, ma'am.
After the first one, and then she stayed in school, I would have tapped out after that. Been like, I got double shit. I'm going home.
Yeah, exactly. Forget one. You got two. You're like, it's not my day.
Yeah. You gotta watch
The
out.
worst thing to be in school and have diarrhea. Anywhere and have diarrhea. Oh, it's so bad.
That was one of my biggest fears. My biggest fears as a kid was having uncontrollable shits. Because like for a while I didn't know I was dairy intolerant, so I would just have.
Oh.
I thought like this is just me. Every time I poop, it's an emergency.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so sad.
So like one of my biggest fears, and I said this
Do you
before.
have really bad pain too?
No.
From it?
No.
No, you just get it goes straight through you.
Woo! But
I was born lactose intolerant.
one of the one of my biggest fears was having to shit during the SATs.
Yeah, because that's a whole day.
I
isn't
also
it?
like sometimes my mom with one of her like karate friends. We'd go on fishing trips. Very scared of having to shit on the boat. There's not a bathroom. One time I did have to shit on the boat, but we were like using another boat that had a bathroom, so that was
Oh,
fine.
thank God.
But yeah, I just had these weird fears of having to poop in places where you're not supposed to, or you can't. But now as an adult, I can't think of many times. You just don't have control over your life when you're a kid, that you can't, like when you have to poop, just go like, I have to go poop.
Yeah.
So, but now as an adult, I can't think of a time in my life where I'm like, oh, I got to go take a dump. I don't know where I would be, where I'd be like, nah, God, can't do it.
It happens to me a lot.
You're often in a place where you're like, I have to take a dump and I can't.
I think so.
Where?
Like I can't really.
You're taking
do it in
particularly long
public.
subway rides?
No, I
What
guess
are you?
not. Maybe not.
It's
There's
really
something
not a
not,
problem
like-
once you become self-sufficient.
It's true.
You have to like ask your mom to go to the
That's
bathroom.
true. You can't. You can't.
Do you have Joey, is there a place in your adult life where you can't physically take a poop?
Subway.
Subway?
Subway.
I guess any kind of test, it would be tough.
Weirdly, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Well,
I'm just like, I can't control
I
that.
thought you were saying like where you physically can't go,
No. I'm just saying that if
like
there's
somewhere where you're stuck.
a place where you might have to shit your pants.
Well, that'd be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Subway would be one.
I think
Not
like
an airplane.
I had like a lot of fears of like when I would go on long trips with my friends' parents, like, cause I'm not gonna be like, pull over, I gotta shit.
Yeah, I know.
So I may have just shit my pants.
I
I was always
just
like the kid
don't
who
go.
got car sick.
Oh.
But I never threw up. I was always just like, getting all hot
get
in the
car
face
sick
and-
real easy. I can't read in the car.
you're
And I
not
had,
supposed to read the car.
huh?
I think you're not supposed to read the car.
I knew one of my best friends. She can read in the car. She would read like a whole damn Harry Potter book on road trips. I'm like, how are you in the back
And
seat?
you're just burping
of
up
the
hot air,
van?
just.
Yeah, and just reading Harry Potter nonstop, and have the light on when it's nighttime, and your parents not care. It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
bad.
do it. I can't sit. I get car sick more. It's kind of like the same thing when you go to like amusement parks. As you get older, it's harder to ride roller coasters.
I never did the
hate
spinning
that.
ones. The problem is
hate
like
that.
I
I
had
can't-
I had
they're
Six
different
Flags where I
now.
lived, but in New Jersey was like the king of the carnival, and all carnival rides are the same. It's take the person and spin them in like 10 different ways.
Yeah.
You have the scrambler, which is a double axis spin.
love
You have the one where you have like the teacups or the one where you spin the thing in the
Yeah.
middle. That's
Scrambler
more
was
spinning.
my favorite.
There's
What
the
was
ones
your
where you get in the
favorite?
little cars and it's got a bunch of arms with a bunch of cars
Yeah.
on it. You spin around. You got the merry-go-round spinning around. It's all spinning.
What was your favorite?
Carnival ride, none of them.
Carny rides are hard. The one that I didn't like that scared me, and it's at even like places like Six Flags or whatever, are they look like booster seats that you put your kid in, like so they can eat when you feed them. It's that, but they hang and they go up and they go in a circle. It's those flying
Yeah.
chairs. I hate
swings? Spinning.
Wait, did you just say that a minute ago?
Flying chairs, no.
Oh, the swings?
Flying swings,
Did
no.
you say swings?
No.
No.
More
Oh, I thought
spinning.
you did.
It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
The
It's always
swings,
spinning.
the flying swings scared the ever-living hell out of me. I'm more scared those, and then the things that drop you. Not
The bouncers.
the bouncers drop you. Yeah. No, I'm not like the which is gone now. So sad. At Disneyland, Disney World, the Hollywood Tower of Terror.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. That doesn't scare
Guardians of
me.
the Galaxy.
Yeah, the Hollywood Tower of Terror is gone. It's crazy. I went on that ride a lot. I loved it. I love Disneyland.
Yeah, there was a. If you just want to know exactly the kind of rides I'm talking about, there was like a shitty
swings
family-owned amusement park that all my friends worked at, like a mile away from my house, called Bowcraft in New Jersey.
Cool name.
And my friend who worked there,
Bowcraft.
there was a
The Bowflex.
there was a
Witchcraft.
boat ride there that had water so dirty that it
Really
was
wanna go
it was
boat.
opaque. It was like brown, and you
It
ride
has to
around
be.
these
It's
little
otherwise
boats
it's
at
not
1 mile
carny
an
ride.
hour.
Yeah.
And like it was really bad after the hurricane we had, and my friend he was like the guy came over was like, make sure none of the kids drink the water today. It's probably not a good idea. And then he saw so many kids trying to drink the water because it was particularly brown that day.
Ah!
And then he'd be like, I would try like one time, I'd be like, hey, don't drink the water. And they'd be like, no. And they drink it, I'd be like, okay, guess you die. Like I don't. The amount of kids who drank dirty carny water was apparently
awful.
very high.
That's so weird. The guys got thirsty and they couldn't find a bottle of water somewhere. So gross.
Yeah. So carny rides are the worst. I can't think of a single one. Actually, I do like the one.
They're not safe.
There was a one that would it was a single track roller coaster, but it was just a loop. So you'd start and you'd go back and forth, and eventually you just go around in a loop. I like that one because it wasn't spinning. I mean, it was just spinning, but on a different axis. So you were spinning like this, so it didn't make me sick.
I was in one of those things like that looked like a cart, and it had a cage around it, and you sit in it, and it went upside down. Not like a racetrack. There was no track, but it was like the boats, but it did a 360, a 180. Help, a 360.
A 710. Good, buddy.
It was. I almost fell out of it, and it was scary, and that was the
But
first
listen,
time.
if you were to almost fall out of it
So
right
bad.
now, you'd probably poop, and that's exactly what you need.
No, it's not.
You gotta eat some. Just go eat a bunch of sugar-free
Carny
candy.
rides.
Dude,
Shit and carny rides.
go eat a bunch of the sugar-free taffy on Kevin's desk.
Why? I don't like taffy.
Yeah, but it's sugar-free.
I don't like sugar-free anything.
Exactly. It's a diuretic. It'll give you massive
What?
diarrhea if you eat enough. Yes.
Sugar-free.
You never heard of that?
Aspartame is too, right?
Yeah, but it's mostly maltol and sorbitol and all those fake sugars.
Shit.
Will give you there used to be a
I didn't
challenge
know
where
that.
you'd buy the 5-pound bag of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, and they were just made out of all fake sugar, just compressed fake sugar, and then people would eat them, and then have like monumental cataclysmic devil shits for like 2 days.
I couldn't come to work if that was the case.
Yeah, but you'd be
Cleaned out, right?
yeah, you'd be finding gum and pennies
Shit.
from when you were a
Yeah,
toddler.
you would.
We have Miralax
I
here.
don't need a laxative. The only laxative I'm taking is like prune juice or like
I love
real
that
fiber.
Aaron, you kind of do this weird thing where you're like, no, I'm not doing, like, they make these things for this problem. Like, you want to be like, I want to be healthy, so I'm not taking these medications, but the medications are made to make you healthy in a state that you are
I have a
unhealthy in.
problem with that.
Yeah, why don't you just take the laxative? Like, that's what
It's
they're
not.
made
That's
for.
not the solution. Though. It's not the issue. The solution to the issue. The solution to the issue is that I probably need more fiber in my diet. I'd rather
No,
go to a
antibiotics
healthier.
naturally sometimes ruin your
That's why I need
gastrointestinal
probiotics.
tract.
Yeah, that's probably.
No,
why.
you need to wait until you stop taking the antibiotics.
to take probiotics.
No.
I
just
can take probiotics.
Eventually, you'll be fine because you'll stop taking these antibiotics.
right.
So while you take them,
It's killing my. I guess it kills your immune system.
just take them.
Miralax?
Take the laxative.
No.
Take the
Seems like it's doing the opposite to me.
Do an enema.
I giant diaper. We're not gonna.
You
go down
farted
there.
a little
I
bit
farted
in
out
your
my mouth. Yeah, I did tell the story of. Well, never mind.
You did.
That was fun.
You almost told your friend to give you an enema.
I never did that.
And Aaron, I'm right
Enema.
here.
I know.
I'm-
You sweet boy.
I'm
you would,
right
You would,
if
would
you
you give
need
me
me.
an enema?
I would take
You
it and I'd go, by the power of Grey Star. Bonk. Yeah.
And stick it up me. That'd be
And then
great.
I'd take it between my thighs and I'd turbocharge it.
That'd be perfect. That's
If you,
all I
just-
need.
if you drink both,
Both.
If you need, yeah, no.
Both.
If you drink Bocraft water, then
Craft water will
you'll
get
be
right
able to
through
do
you.
it. Yeah. Hey, that's it for Alex and After Hours. I'm gonna physically squeeze the shit out of Aaron like a toothpaste tube.
Please don't.
I'm just gonna from the top to the bottom.
Please don't.
And then eventually, blammo! Like Jackson Pollock.
It's like I don't know what I'd have worse more. It's like IBS or the other opposite. They both suck. They both just suck.
In a world of not
Sometimes-
being able to poop and pooping too much,
Yeah. Which one would you pick?
you know what they say?
I think we need to.
When you take a class for art and
You,
you,
all right,
you
I'll
have
leave you to it. Figure it out.
a
Bye, guys.
juicy shart, diarrhea. Diarrhea. When you're working on your car and you have a Mr. Goodbar, diarrhea.
Can you turn it off?
Diarrhea.
Stop him.
When you're doing
Yes,
an Alex
stop
and
it.
Aaron After Hours and you feel a brown shower,
I can do it. I want to do it.
diarrhea.
Where's the button?
Diarrhea.
It's end stream.
I know. Where is it? Stop streaming.
Yeah.
When